بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
These are the letters of the Arabic alphabet. Some of these letters are heavy letters and some are light letters, which we will explain later. We will start with this letter as the first letter will need explaining in detail. This letter is Ba. It has a dot on the bottom. It is a light letter and sounds like the letter B in the word bat or the word bag. This is what Ba looks like in the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. The next letter is called Ta. It has two dots on top and it is a light letter. In English, it sounds like a letter T, like in the word taxi or the word tank. This is what Ta looks like in the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. The next letter is called Tha. It has three dots on top and it is a light letter. In English, it is similar to the TH in the word three or the word think or math. This is what Tha looks like in the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called Jeem. It is a light letter. In English, it is like the letter J in the word jam or the word jug. This is what Jeem looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called Ha. Ha is similar to the previous letter Jeem, except it does not have any dots. It is a light letter. It isn't like the letter H in English. Here are some examples of what it sounds like. If you hold a mirror or your glasses and you go you will see the glass go foggy. This is the sound you want. Or when you take a big sip out of your juice on a hot summer day and when you are done you say that's the sound you need. Ha. This is what Ha looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called Kha. Kha is similar to both previous letters Jeem and Ha, except it has a dot on top. Kha is a heavy letter. So far, this is the first heavy letter we have learnt. When we say heavy, it means the mouth is full when pronouncing the letter. Like if we say the letter A in a heavy sound, it would be ah, and if we say it in a light sound, it would be ah. So with this letter, it is Kha and not Khe. Kha is also one of the letters where there is no matching letter in it in English. Imagine you are snoring. Kha. This is what the Kha looks like in the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called Dal, and it is a light letter. Dal makes a similar sound in English to the letter D in the word dad or the word dark. This is what Dal looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called Dhal. Dhal is similar to the previous letter Dal, but it has a dot. Dhal is a light letter. If you take the letter Z in the word zipper, you place the tip of your tongue between your teeth and say zipper. It will appear as zipper. In English, by placing your tongue between the front teeth, you can say the words such as that, this, other. It's not the TH in the words such as think or math, as explained earlier. That is another letter. It is also not Zal with a Z sound. This is what the Dhal looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called Ra. This letter is sometimes heavy and sometimes light, but we will learn these rules later on once we advance. Ra is sort of like the English letter R, but with a bit of a roll of the tongue. Ra. This is what the Ra looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called Za. Za is similar to the previous letter Ra, but it has a dot on top. Za is a light letter. Za makes a similar sound in English to the letter Z in the word buzz or the word zoo. This is what the Za looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called Sheen. Sheen is a light letter. Sheen makes a similar sound in English to the letter S in the word sun or the word salad. This is what the Sheen looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called Sheen. It is similar to the previous letter Sheen, but it has 3 dots on top. Sheen is a light letter. Sheen makes a similar sound to the SH in the word shell or the word shoe. This is what the sheen looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called slod. Slod is a heavy letter. The closest letter would be the letter S in English, and similar to the letter seen, but it is pronounced with a heavy sound, slod. Like the word sword or the word saw, but heavy. It is not pronounced sword with a W sound. This is what the slod looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called dod. It is similar to the previous letter slod, except it has a dot. Dod is a heavy letter. The closest letter would be the letter D and the letter dal, but it is pronounced heavy. The sound also comes from the back of the mouth. This is what the dod looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called ta. Ta is a heavy letter. The closest letter would be the letter T and the letter ta, but it is pronounced with a heavy sound, ta. This is what the ta looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called dha. It is similar to the previous letter tha, except it has a dot. It is a heavy letter. It is pronounced similar to the letter dhal, but it is pronounced with a heavy sound, dha. This is what the dha looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called ayn. Ayn is a light letter. To pronounce ayn, it must come from the back of the mouth in the throat. If you pronounce it as ayn, as in the letter A, you have pronounced it wrong. It is as if you are biting a big apple. Ah! This is what the ayn looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called ghayn. It is similar to the previous letter ayn, except it has a dot. Ghayn is a heavy letter. It sounds similar to when you gargle some water from the throat. Ghayn. This is what the ghayn looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called fa. It is a light letter. Fa makes a similar sound in English to the letter F in the word fox or the word fish. This is what the fa looks like in the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called qaf. Qaf is a heavy letter. It sounds similar to a crow sound, qaw. The sound does not make a K sound. It comes from the back of the mouth. Qaf. This is what the qaf looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called kaf. Kaf is a light letter. Kaf makes a similar sound in English to the letter K in the word kitten or the word kangaroo. This is what the kaf looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called lam. Lam is always pronounced light, except in the name of Allah, which will be explained later in detail. Lam makes a similar sound in English to the letter L in the word lion or the word lamp. This is what the lam looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called mim. It is a light letter. Mim makes a similar sound in English to the letter M in the word moon or the word mouse. This is what the mim looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called noon. It is similar to the earlier letters ba, ta, and tha, except it has a dot on top. Noon is a light letter. Noon makes a similar sound in English to the letter N in the word nose or the word nest. This is what the noon looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. This letter is called ha. Ha is a light letter. Ha makes a similar sound in English to the letter H in the word hat or the word horse. Don't get confused with the letter ha. Remember, ha is as if you are pushing air from your throat. The ha is similar to the letter H. For example, we say this word as hello with a ha. We don't say hello with a ha. This is what the ha looks like at the beginning, like this in the middle, and like this at the end of a word. صدق الله العلي